When people think about storing wealth for the long term, they often consider real estate. That's because real estate has been the go-to asset for centuries. But what if I told you there is now a better way? A way to store and grow wealth without the headaches and shortfalls of property ownership. A way that is accessible to anyone, regardless if they have a lot or very little money. Hey guys, welcome to the Bitcoin Experience. In this video, I want to quickly break down why Bitcoin is a superior store of value compared to real estate. To do that, we will go over 8 different reasons, and by the end of this video, you will have a much better understanding of why you should consider saving in Bitcoin instead of real estate. Now, if you get value from this video and you find it useful, it would help me a lot if you give it a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment down below. And with that said, let's get right into it. So the first reason is accessibility. To buy real estate, you need to already have a lot of money. That's because you need to cover the down payment, legal fees, agent commissions, mortgage costs, etc. That means you can expect to be out of pocket tens of thousands of dollars before you even own the property.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Bitcoin, on the other hand, is accessible to everyone because you can start buying with as little as a few dollars. In fact, on Strike, which is a Bitcoin-only exchange, you can buy as little as 1 penny's worth of Bitcoin at a time. And because it's a digital asset, you don't need a lawyer, a financial advisor, or to fill in piles of paperwork and wait for months just to acquire it. Just sign up with an exchange, buy some Bitcoin, and you're in. So whether you can afford to buy $1 or $1 million at a time, Bitcoin is available to you. The second reason is divisibility. A house cannot be split into small pieces and sold off when you need quick cash, nor can you buy a house 1 brick at a time. But with Bitcoin, you can. That's because 1 Bitcoin is equal to 100 million Satoshis, aka sats, the same way $1 is equal to 100 cents. Because of that, you can buy, sell, or send tiny fractions of a Bitcoin at a time. For example, if you own 1 Bitcoin, which right now is worth $100,000, and you need $10,000 for an emergency expense, you can just sell 0.1 of your Bitcoin. You cannot do that with a $100,000 house. This flexibility makes Bitcoin a far more practical store of value, whether you own a lot or a little. The third reason is geography. Real estate is stuck in one place and its value is tied to local economic conditions, government policies, and even the potential for natural disasters. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is a global asset, which means it's borderless and doesn't care where you live. Its value is not determined by a single city, country, or government. So whether you're located in North America or South Asia, your Bitcoin is worth the same. And because Bitcoin is digital, you can take your wealth with you anywhere in the world without having to sell it, pay massive fees, or deal with restrictive laws. The fourth reason is liquidity. Real estate, as you probably know, is a very illiquid asset. So if you need to sell your property, there is a long and costly process you must go through. You can't sell a property by just tapping a sell button in an app. Not to mention that when you sell real estate, you are limited to a small pool of buyers. Bitcoin, however, is one of the most liquid assets in existence. That's because it trades 24/7, 365, and there's always a buyer out there ready to pay you the market price for it. So if you need to access the purchasing power that you hold in Bitcoin, you can do it pretty much instantly. Reason number 5 is maintenance. People often forget that owning real estate comes with maintenance costs. When you account for property taxes, repairs, insurance, etc., owning real estate isn't just expensive upfront. It's an ongoing financial commitment. Bitcoin, however, has 0 maintenance costs. Once you own it, you don't need to spend a dime to hold it. You can pay, if you want, for a multi-sig cold storage setup, but it's not necessary. As long as you can keep your 12 or 24 word seed phrase safe, you don't have any holding costs. So real estate requires constant upkeep, while Bitcoin requires none. Then we have reason 6, which is portability. This is one of the biggest flaws of real estate as a store of value. You can't take your real estate and move it to a different country if you're not happy with the local government, or during a crisis, or even during a war. Bitcoin, however, is the most portable store of value ever created. You can store millions or billions of dollars worth of it on a piece of paper, on your phone, or on a hardware wallet. Even better, you don't need a physical copy or a device at all. You can memorize your seed phrase and carry your entire net worth in your head without anyone even knowing. Reason number 7 is scarcity. Yes, real estate is relatively scarce. There's only so much beachfront property in Miami, but real estate in general is not really scarce. New properties are built all the time, and government can rezone land or create housing policies that affect supply and demand. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is absolutely scarce, and there will never be more than 21 million BTC. And no matter how technologically advanced we become, the supply of BTC will not change. And finally, reason number 8 is seizure resistance. In my opinion, this is the most important one. That's because you can own something only to the extent that you can protect that thing from being confiscated from you. Governments can and have confiscated people's real estate many times, both legally and illegally. Not just that, but you can't really own real estate. Even if your house or land is paid off, you are just renting it from the government. Bitcoin is different because if you custody it properly, no one can take it from you. Even if you are threatened, imprisoned, or even tortured, you have to choose to give it away. So Bitcoin is the only asset you can truly own. And that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me until the end. Don't forget to give this video a like if you got value from it, and consider subscribing for more valuable content. If you have any questions, feedback, or even criticism, please write them down below in the comment section, and I'll make sure to reply to every single one of you. Until next time, guys, keep stacking, keep hodling, and remember that a Bitcoin DCA keeps poverty away.